en las Estados Unidos?
Tengo aproximadamente 23 años
Bueno,
viviendo aquí.
bueno. Today we'll discuss hypertension in the Hispanic population.
Okay.
In your opinion, is high blood pressure prevalent or high among the Hispanic population?
Yes, it is very high and prevalent, especially I see it more in women
Okay.
than men. Yes, it is. Our style, the diet, also, women do worry more. So,
Is this higher?
yes.
So does the culture, the Hispanic diet, contribute greatly to hypertension?
It can, and especially I feel like we do have a lot of foods that are fried, or some of the spices as well, or like just the salt. We do add salt to
A
our.
lot of salt.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
So talking about the food, does assimilation to our culture, like how we are, does that contribute to
I
the
feel like it
hypertension?
does because, for example, I come from a very rural area, and I know, like, for my parents growing up, they didn't have much, but they ate whatever was available or whatever crops they were growing, any beans or corn, stuff like that. So probably at that time, their diet was richer in certain things that it's not now, like, and they didn't have availability to a lot of oils or greases or even a lot of seasonings, which we do use a lot of. But then you come here and everything's available. So, like my dad used to say, well, even in Lent, I'm Catholic and we don't eat meat like on Fridays, and he would eat meat, and we would say, "Why are you eating it?" And he's like, "Well, I don't eat it when I didn't have it, so I gotta eat it now."
It's making up for lost time.
Yeah. So, and I mean, you come here, and this, United States is rich in a lot of things, and one of it is food, and a lot of it is some of it unhealthy food. I mean, you have fast food places, and parents do cater to their kids and say, "Oh, I didn't have this, so I'm gonna, okay, let's stop by McDonald's, let's buy this pizza, let's buy burgers." And so then it's not so much all our food, but the food that we're assimilating to.
It's our culture
Yeah.
contributing to it, our
Yes.
conveniences.
Yes.
Do you think that the health literacy related to hypertension is low among the Hispanic population?
I think it is, and it might be, some Hispanic people, their level of education is quite low, and then there's not a lot of availability of literacy for them. Or some, even if they go to the doctor, they might be embarrassed to admit, "Oh, I can't read. Can you explain that to me a little bit better?" So anything you tell them during an office visit is going to greatly impact, because if you don't tell them then, they might not read anything that you give them because they can't read it. Yeah.
So talking about them going to the doctor, are Hispanics less likely to visit a doctor, and is that maybe because access or insurance is more limited?
I do see it. It can be all of it. I mean, it can be they're scared because they don't have maybe sometimes the legal paperwork, or they're not legal in this country, and they're scared to go see the doctor. Or it could be they don't have insurance. Even if they're here legally, they don't have insurance. And going to the doctor is expensive. So it's like, do I rather have life? Do I have food? Or should I go to the doctor?
Right.
And then sometimes they're also scared to go to the doctor because they say, well, if I go to the doctor, they're going to find everything wrong with me. And then I have to actually follow a diet or like medication.
So are they, okay, let's say if they are diagnosed with hypertension, are they likely to take their medication if it's prescribed to them? Or do they, how's the attitude towards it? Yeah.
I think it's wishy-washy because in my experience, my own mother was diagnosed with high blood pressure. And for example, her, for the first year or even 2 years, it was seldom that she took her blood pressure medication because she didn't feel like she had high blood pressure. She didn't feel bad. And then I'm like, well, all those headaches you're getting, it could be from your high blood pressure. You retaining fluid, it could be from your high blood pressure. So, and then one time we finally went to the doctor, and one doctor said, well, why are you wasting my time if you're not going to do what I'm telling you to do? Because it's the best thing for you right now. You're messing your heart. And it stopped her dead in her tracks. And she said, if you're not going to do what I'm prescribing or do for yourself, then I can't see you. I don't want to see you.
And that was the turning point
That
for her?
That was the turning point, and also knowing that her heart was enlarging a little bit from not taking her blood pressure.
All the extra work.
Yep, all the extra work. So, but my dad got diagnosed with high blood pressure, but that was when he had a stroke, and so he's been very vigilant on taking his prescription medications, following the diet, exercising. So you have opposites, and I think women are more resilient to things, and they're like, I don't want to do this, so I won't. So.
And they can take care of themselves because they're taking care of everything else.
Yeah,
and that transcribes across, I think, various cultures.
Yes.
Americans, Hispanics, probably the English, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so the factors that contribute to hypertension, like being obese and genetics and things like that, are Hispanics likely to, within themselves in their own little culture, recognize that those things contribute, or because it's maybe not as prevalent in Mexico? Because we're aware it's a public knowledge thing, sort of. But what do you think about it being a cultural thing?
I'm not sure. I see it more here, but I guess it's because of us assimilating to the American culture. However, now there's more availability to food and even fast food places over there. So now we're seeing more of the high blood pressure as well. But I feel like it's more prevalent when we're here in the United States more than in our own country.
We're an unhealthier nation. All righty. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.